I have a confession to make. For the better part of a year, I almost gave up on gaming entirely. My PlayStation 5 just sat there collecting dust. Between my job and just life, finding the time to actually sit down and play felt impossible. The main TV in my living room was always being used by someone else, and honestly, most nights I was too tired to even bother asking for it. My backlog of games just kept growing, and I was getting ready to hang up my controller for good. But then, one little device completely changed everything for me. This is the PlayStation Portal, and it's the only reason I can still call myself a gamer. Now, let's be crystal clear about what this device is: a dedicated remote play accessory that streams games directly from your PS5 to the screen in your hands. It's not a standalone console and it doesn't play games on its own. Instead, it perfectly mirrors what's on your PS5, letting you play any game installed on your console from anywhere in your home or even the world with a good Wi Fi connection. For me, that meant my PlayStation was no longer chained to the one TV in my house. My entire library of games was suddenly available to me on my own terms. It's a simple concept, but one that completely transformed how and where I could play. My biggest problem was always access to the television. It's the centerpiece of the living room, so it's pretty much always occupied. The portal just completely sidesteps that issue. With remote play, I can finally play my PS5 in bed or on the couch while my wife watches a movie. The daily battle for the TV is officially over. And the best part is, it doesn't feel like a watered down experience. This device feels like a real console in your hands. It's basically a PS5 DualSense controller split in two with a big, beautiful 8-inch screen in the middle. You get all the immersive haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers, which makes the experience feel authentic. Playing a game like Ghost of Tsushima, you feel every sword clash and every footstep right in your hands. Plus, the screen is a crisp 1080p LCD that runs at a smooth 60 frames per second. I'll admit, I was sad it wasn't an OLED. But this display is so bright and vibrant that I hardly notice. It's so clear and large that I can finally read subtitles in RPGs without squinting. Now, I know the first question is always about the lag. The portal's performance completely depends on your Wi Fi. It streams the game from your PS5, so the connection between the two is the key. I have my PS5 connected directly to my router with an Ethernet cable, which I strongly recommend to make that local connection as stable as possible. The portal's user interface is beautifully simple. It boots up, connects to your PS5 with a single tap, and you're immediately looking at your console's home screen. However, a huge recent update added a new cloud streaming tab right on the home screen. Now, as a PlayStation Plus premium member, you can stream games from the massive cloud catalog and even select digital games you own from your library directly to the portal without your PS5 even needing to be on. This means you can still play anything installed on your console via remote play, but now you also have access to a huge library of streamable games. For the big single player adventures I love, the experience is incredible. If you're a competitive online player where every millisecond counts, you might notice some latency. It's probably not what you'd use for a ranked match in a fast paced shooter. But for the way I game now, it's been a dream. I had the same doubt everyone else does. Isn't this just an accessory for something I already own? And yes, it is. It's not trying to be a Steam Deck or a Nintendo Switch. It is a highly specialized device that does one thing: flawlessly stream your PS5. It has carved out its own unique space by doing that one job incredibly well. There are some quirks. There's still no Bluetooth for audio, which is a strange omission. You need a wired headset or one of Sony's own wireless headphones that use their proprietary PlayStation Link technology for a low latency connection. The battery life is decent, but not that amazing. You can expect around 4 to 5 hours on a full charge, depending on screen brightness and haptic intensity, but honestly, those feel like tiny issues when I think about what this device actually does for me. It so perfectly solves the one big problem that was keeping me from gaming at all. So, is the PlayStation Portal for every gamer out there? No, definitely not. But if you're like me, a PS5 owner who is stuck sharing a single TV, or just trying to squeeze your hobby into the little gaps of a busy day, it's so much more than just a gadget. It's a lifeline that reconnected me to a hobby I thought I was losing. It takes the feeling of I have no time to game and turns it into I can get 30 minutes in wherever I have good Wi Fi. It makes my entire library of PS5 games something I can just spontaneously pick up and play, with zero hassle and without monopolizing the television. It didn't just give me a new way to play my games, it literally brought my favorite hobby back to life. And for that, it was worth every penny. Has the PlayStation Portal changed how you game? I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. And if this was helpful, a like and subscribe would be amazing. Thanks for watching.